on you, Sean?
This? I got this.
Bad. It's not. Go ahead. Yeah, brother, you need help. Yeah, my God, you're gonna let the ball roll. Hold on. Okay. All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh,
Ba'ashim, Yahushua, Ba'ashim, Kakadash.
Yahweh, that would be the correct name of the Heavenly Father, who the word English calls God. Yahweh, meaning he that is or he that exists. Ba'ashim, meaning in the name of. Yahweh Shai is who the word English calls Jesus, whose true Paleo Hebrew name, Yahweh Shai, means he that saves or he that delivers. So when you so-called Black, Latino, and Native Americans pray, you Israelites, you're to pray in the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai. Also, we'd like to give double honors to our apostles and elders of the great millstone that rule well and teach well. Peace, love, and salutation to the hopeful elect. And to you, we say shalom.
Shalom.
Hey, man, call out Yahweh Yahweh Shai. The spirits allowed us to come back out here and prophesy the downfall of America and give warning to you so-called Black, Latino, and Native Americans of the dangers that's set to come, man. Ultimately, this is a warning, man, okay, of the destruction that's to come, okay? The plagues have been sent, man, okay? Who can turn them away? Okay, you have World War III, you know, it's brewing. You know, what Scripture says the second woe is past, the third woe coming quickly, man. Okay, we've been sent to warn you, you know, of World War III, okay, Jacob's trouble, you know, which is fastly approaching, okay, the famine, more pestilence, you know, we can see all these different diseases, you know, and ultimately this is a warning, man, you know, Joel 2:1, all right, blow ye the trumpet in Zion, sound an alarm in my holy mountain, man. All right, we're sounding an alarm now, blowing the trumpet, warning you that evils is coming on the planet Earth. Okay, Ezekiel 7:5, man. Evil and only evil, behold, is come, man. All right, now is the time to repent and turn back to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai before all hell break loose, man. You got it, huh?
It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 3, starting at verse 17. And it says, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word of my mouth and give them warning from me.
See, this is a warning from Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, what he's about to do, man. Okay, he's about to send some great destruction on the planet Earth, man. Okay, more storms. Okay, more earthquakes. All right, it was just an earthquake that just hit off the coast of California. Okay, so, hey, man, the scriptures say greater evils than these shall be done, man. So we can expect to see stronger earthquakes, man, cause major destruction, man. All right, more storms. Okay, we're starting to get cold out here. You know, well, it's about to get real serious out here, man. You know, what's that 2 Timothy? They say, in the last days, perilous times shall come, man. You know, we're going into some very dangerous times, man. All right, the worst times ever in human history, man. All right, a lot of people about to be unalive, man. You know, so it's a sense of urgency to repent, man. You know, and turn back to the Lord, man. You know.
All right, this is Matthew chapter. This is Matthew the 24th chapter, the 6th verse. The point is at 7. I'll let the brother go into it. It says, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars."
So, like, if I may, we hearing of that. You know, we're hearing of wars and rumors of wars. All right. What's that? China and Taiwan, Russia and Ukraine. You know, we hearing these things, man. These are the signs that Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai told us to look out for before his return, man. You know, and we seeing all the signs, man. What you got it out?
You got what did Russia come out with last week? They came out and said that, yo, Joe Biden stirring the pot because he know he finna get up out of here. He ain't coming back. What you trying to do? You trying to make it bad for Donald Trump. You really want me to slap Trump in his mouth.
Right.
Basically, Pooh said at the end of the day, it's like, all for my people, it's like, don't stir the pot and make it bad for him, because at the end of the day, somebody gonna get slapped. And it ain't gonna be me. You see? That's a rumor of war. He telling you, it's like, stop escalating things before you leave off. Don't make it bad on Trump. Because ultimately, if it's bad for Trump, it's bad for America.
See?
See? The judgment. All right, you got it. It says, and ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled.
Hey, so like if I may, don't bug out, man. You know, we still got some major prophecies that got to be fulfilled, man. One being the implementation of that charagma, man. That MOTB, what you gonna need to buy or sell, man. You know, you got it out.
Yeah, and don't become a prepper, man.
Come.
Doomsday.
Come.
We got a lot of folks that they ain't got enough money to build a life outside of America, so they go build a bunker.
Come.
You know.
And so like if I may, what the scripture say, to be carnal minded, that leads to death, man. You know, but to be spiritual minded, that leads to everlasting life. You know, we're gonna have to totally trust in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. You know, the scripture say, trust in the Lord with all thine heart and lean not to thine own understanding, man. You know, we're gonna have to count solely on Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. You know, come on, guys.
Back you up the book of Psalm 50, verse 15. And call upon me in the day of trouble. I will deliver thee, and thou shalt glorify me.
Hey, he said, call upon me, man. You know, not your weaponry. You know, like the brother mentioned, not storing up goods. You know, we're gonna have to trust in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. Read that again, Papa Shai.
Yep. Psalm 50, 15. And call upon me in the day of trouble. Niggas trouble, right? I will deliver thee, and thou shalt glorify me.
Hey, man, I will deliver thee, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. You know, that's the deliverer, man, Yahweh Shai. He that saves, he that delivers, man. You know, to you niggas that don't believe you should worship Yahweh Shai, man, you're going to be fucked up in the days to come, man. You know, who going to deliver you, man, in the time of Jacob's trouble, man? You know, you got it.
Yeah, this is Lamentation 3 and verse 25. It says, the Lord is good unto them that wait for him, to the soul that seeketh him. It is good that a man should both hope and quietly wait for the salvation of the Lord.
Hey, man, that's why it's important to be seeking Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai while he may be found, man. You know, you got that? You got it.
This is Isaiah 55 and 6. Seek ye the Lord, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, while he may be found.
Hey, man, how can he be found? Via the prophets, man. All right, for the Lord doeth nothing, but he revealeth his secrets to his servants, the prophets, man. Okay? So the Lord's not going to come off his throne and say, hey, I'm finna send, you know, great disasters. No, he's going to send his men out, man. You know, just like he did in the time of Noah, man. Okay? He sent Noah to tell the people that a flood was coming, man. You know, that rain, you know, and we telling you that strange rain is coming, man. All right? Thermonuclear missiles, man. It's about to melt this place, man. You know, so that's why it's important. And hearken to his men, man. You know, you got it, huh?
Con, it says, call ye upon him while he is near.
Hey, man, while he is near, man. You know, like they say, man, the doors of the church are still open, man. You know, now is the time, man. You know, before all hell break loose. You know, well, we getting closer and closer to that evil and dreadful day, man. What's that in Zephaniah? The day of the Lord is near. It is near, man. You know, it hastens greatly, man. You know, so that's why it's important to be getting on the good side of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. You know, you got it, huh?
Con, it says, let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts.
Oh, man, repent, man.
And let him return unto the Lord, and he will have mercy upon him, and to our power, for he will abundantly pardon.
Hey, man, that's what we all hoping in the mercy of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. You know, we gonna need mercy, man. You know, from the Lord.
Tell that brother read that back.
Shout out.
Con, back to Isaiah 55 and 7. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto the Lord, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, and he will have mercy upon him, and to our power, for he will abundantly pardon.
So the Lord is, he's giving us a open window, an open door. So, hey, man, I'm doing some things in the earth, man. You paying attention to it? Do you smell what I'm cooking? If you don't smell it, do you hear it? If you don't hear it, do you see it? If you don't see it, you gonna feel it. You see? I bring this out and the brother can go back. This is 2 Ezra 16 and 19. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for a minute. You see all of these judgments that the Lord, time after time after time, the Lord brings judgment upon the earth and brings heavy judgment upon his people. That's supposed to really scare the nation to get right. It's like, damn, you saw what he did to his people. I don't even want him to, what would he do to us? You know? Like, ain't nobody paying attention. So the Lord is in the spirit of his life. He's like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna bring out the ultimate ass with it. I'm gonna touch you in a special way, and I'm gonna touch you in a special way. The Lord is giving the elect, the 1/3, the opportunity through mercy and grace to come back unto him, that you be not partakers of it, man. He said all of these minor scourges. Slavery was a minor scourge. 102, 300 years of slavery, a minor scourge. Jim Crow, the civil rights era, a minor scourge in the sight of the Lord. Gator bait, a minor scourge in the sight of the Lord. That was nothing compared to the judgment he's going to bring upon the planet Earth. You got it, brother. Hey, you got it.
This is Ezekiel chapter 7 and verse 25. Destruction coming, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none.
See? Destruction coming. Destruction coming. Destruction, man. Whoa. Destruction cometh and what?
Destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace.
They should seek peace, man. Ain't nobody seeking peace now. They talk about it. But are they seeking peace from the Lord? No. They ain't seeking peace from the Lord. You seeking peace amongst you. Hey, you don't want him to punch you. You don't want him to punch you. The Lord is going to bring a hand from on high, man. But all of a sudden, when the Lord bring that hand from on high, all of a sudden, please, no. What you mean? Bring that out.
Destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none. Mischief shall come upon mischief, and rumor shall be upon rumor. Then shall they seek a vision of the prophet, but the law shall perish from the priest, and counsel from the
It
ancient.
says, then shall they seek what?
It says, then shall they seek a vision of the prophet.
They should seek to understand the vision, because what it is to be a prophet. Pro means before, sight means to prophet means prophesy. But when you're talking about a seer, he can see before. How does he see? By way of the scriptures. He sees through the lenses of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Therefore, when you can see, you therefore what? Say, hey, watch out! I saw a car. You see? So what? I said something. That's how we doing. We can read the scriptures now. We've been given the ultimate vision, the ultimate sight. We have clairvoyance, man, through the Spirit of the Lord, because it's light. It's not darkness. Read that back.
Ezekiel 7 and 26, it says, Ezekiel 8 and 26, it says, mischief shall come upon mischief, and rumor.
And that make you think of, what you want to say?
Salaki, that was 7 and 26.
Yeah, it makes you think of, as he did run from flee from a lion and a bear met him. Continue from where you at up.
Mischief shall come upon mischief, and rumor shall be upon rumor.
So you don't know what to believe. Room after room after room. We in the times of this. Jake don't know what to be afraid of. After a while, it's just like you just start to walk in the midst of it. You know, nothing really shocks you into what that great Almighty hand punch down on. All of a sudden, hey, no, I don't want the hand, Lord. Nah, but you just thought you thought I was just talking popping shit, nigga. You thought shit was sweet. You got it?
Then shall they seek a vision of the prophet.
Yeah, now, can you give me understanding? No, this was the guy you called a Power Ranger. This was the guy you told go get laid. This was the guy you told go get some money. You see, every sorts of things you could have thrown at him, you know? Now you want his understanding. Why? He walking through this bitch with a smile on his face. You got it?
But the law shall perish from the priest, and counsel from the ancients.
Yeah, the understanding from your leaders. The understanding from your leaders, hey, it ain't gonna be there no more. You can't run the TD Snakes. You can't run the Joel Osteen. You can't run the Big Mama. You can't run to none of these people. You scoff the prophet. You want to say something?
I mean, it's gonna get to a point you can't run to us. Because even the Lord said He's gonna make our tongue cleave to the roof of our mouth, man. So even when you come to us like us, we're gonna give you Jeremiah the 15th chapter, man.
God.
You know.
You got it.
It says, the king shall mourn, and the prince shall be clothed with desolation, and the hands of the people of the land shall be troubled. I will do unto them after their way, and according to their deserts will I judge them, and they shall know that I am the Lord, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai.
It's easy to judge him. It's easy to war the man in the day of his death, man. Roughly paraphrasing, like damn. I need to get it.
I think it's the first chapter.
Yeah.
But hey, read it again. How about the Bashan?
Come back to Ezekiel 7:27. The king shall mourn, and the prince shall be clothed with desolation.
And it just shows us the king shall mourn. It's even talking about the kings of Esau, but really even the leaders of Israel. Because when the destruction comes, that shows you that your rulership is ending, man. Like the brother just mentioned, T.D. Jakes, you know, who's a leader over Israel right now. Guess what? Nigga almost died 2 weeks ago, man. He's in the spirit of mourning. Because why? His rulership is over with. You know? You got it?
They spoke about how the people of the land gonna tremble. And one thing they're gonna make them tremble is lacking answers. That spirit of perplexity. Because they tell you how they gonna seek for peace and they ain't gonna find it, man. You know, they gonna look for the prophets.
It's like if I make wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our times, man. You know, but you got
I got something for you, brother, real quick, if I may. This is Isaiah 9. I start at verse, matter of fact, I start at verse 13. For the people turn not unto him that smitted him, neither do they seek the Lord of hosts. And they consider that's our people, man, which known as well, stiff-necked people. It says, therefore the Lord will cut off from Israel head and tail, branch and rush in one day. It says the ancient and honorable head is the head, and the prophet that teaches lies, he is the tail. For the leaders of this people cause him to err.
Hey, Salaki, because it shows you how shit is ass backwards. You have a celebrity being the head of Israel instead of the prophets, man. Showing you how Esau, when he's in rulership, it says, surely you turn their things upside down. Shit is in reverse under the rulership of E, man. That's it. Know what y'all got?
It says, for the leaders of this people cause them to err. They that are led of them are destroyed. And if I mean, so like if I made TD fakes, man, like y'all mentioned, this nigga, you niggas mourning over this nigga, we actually rejoicing in his death, man. Because what? He's a fucking false prophet, man. He lead you people astray, and he's calling you to be destroyed. You believing upon Jesus, that's not going to deliver you from the famine, man. That's not going to deliver you from the sad perils that's coming by the true power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. You see? So they're calling you to be destroyed by leading you in utter darkness, man.
It's like to say real quick too, because when you call on Jesus, well, like Cass, what you're saying is that you're calling the spirit of prophecy. Was that Revelation 19:10?
Yeah.
All right. Matter of fact, let me get that real quick. Papa shot.
I'm already there. I was gonna pass you. Isaiah 56. You said 56 and 10?
Revelation 19.
Oh, Revelation.
Like my bad.
Let it go.
My bad.
I got you.
It's Revelation 19:10. And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai.
Yep.
Worship the Most High. For the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy.
So the scripture says Jesus, but we know his name to be Yahweh Shai. So when you had the testimony of so-called Jesus, you're supposed to have what? The spirit of prophecy, which made you say before, like the brother went into earlier, which means to warn you beforehand, man. All right? When you go into the scripture, it's speaking about future judgment. And T.D. Jakes can't give you that. He can't tell you about, the brother mentioned, the famine. He can't tell you about World War III. He can't tell you about the great death in America, Babylon the Great. Right? So therefore, you're blinded by default when you hearken to these priests that teach unto you a sense of peace, man, of continuing in America, man. See? So that's why a lot of you are going to die because you fail to hearken to the true testimony of Yahweh Shai. You're not according to this world.
If I make what the scriptures say, if the leaders of the blind, you know,
I got one for you. Hey, Isaiah 56 and 10. It says, his watchmen are blind.
hey, Salaki, his watchmen are blind, man. You know, these niggas can't see, man. TD fakes, you know, they can't see afar off, man. Got it?
It says, they are all ignorant. They are all dumb dogs.
Hey, man, they dumb dogs, man. You know, see? They supposed to be barking, man. You know, warning you, man. You know, a dog, man, you get a dog, man. You know, I know myself, man. You know, I take a little raggedy dog that's going to bark and let you know what's going on. You know, But these niggas, man, they ain't even barking, man. They're not telling you about the charagma. You know, they're not telling you a Jacob's trouble. You know, they're not telling you that all hell is gonna break loose. You know, you got it.
We go into to that word. Man, let me go back and say it. It says, to go into ignorance, right? It says to know. This is just certain things that because it said the Lord said that they are ignorant. Right? It says to know by experience. Like they don't experience the Lord how we experience the Lord. You see? So why? What reason do they have to cry out like how like we crying out? Like Apostle Tahar is crying out the same way as the Jake just coming into this man. But he knows by experience, like, man, we gotta get the fuck up out of here. You feel me? Joel Osteen ain't saying that, man. You feel me? He like the dogs on you niggas when that hurricane came through. You saying we gotta get up out of here. Joel Osteen, hey, he don't know by experience. But it says to recognize, admit, acknowledge, or confess. You see? They don't confess, they don't acknowledge it. How about Shimmy outside? They want you to acknowledge them, man. They want you to acknowledge the things that are wrong. They don't want you to acknowledge the Spirit of the Lord, like, because that would mean they would have to minimize themselves. To maximize your how about Shimmy outside? That was the brothers going into. Hey, don't worship me. Hey, I'm nobody. I'm same as you. Hey, we finna get glory to the Heavenly Father. Hey, this ain't got nothing to do with me. Therefore, you should find, because the Lord eventually gonna be like, man, stand up. Hey, you get down. Bow before him, you see? The Lord he's gonna bring forth that order. But for right now, this is the proper order of things, man. And these leaders are ignorant of the proper order of Yahweh Shemi Abishai. Therefore, they can't properly lead you, man. They don't have the vision. That's why he called them dumb. They ain't making the proper sign. Hey, it's an enemy. That's what I need a dog for. Why do y'all always talking about the same old thing? All you want to talk about is the white man. You ain't talking about the white man, you're talking about the black one. If you ain't talking about the black woman, you're talking about the children. What else are we supposed to be warning you about? A dog barks at the enemy.
So like if I may, what the scripture say, they say to the seers, prophesy to us smooth things. You know, that's what Jake want to hear, man. You know, have you ever been swallowed? You know, some crazy shit, man. You know, this is your season for a blessing. You'll get a car. You know, that's what Jake want to hear. They want to hear smooth things, man. You know, they don't want to hear the truth. You know, that's making you ready to the battle, man. Getting you ready for the worst times ever, man. You know, but you got it, right?
Yeah, it says it goes into acquaintance. No, you got it. Y'all pass it back. It goes into
I
acquaintance.
might say real quick because like the majority of Jake hates the thought of another power holding. Like they gravitate to that free will doctrine. You know, I'm doing what the fuck I want to do, man. You know, and when they get the thought of, you know, a power being over them, showing the prophecy, you know, telling what's gonna happen ahead of time, they don't want to commit to that, man. You know, because that takes from their self-worth, their self-pride, and all that, and doing what the fuck they want to do. You know, and that's what Esau's produced within these people. That they do as our will spirit, right? You know, it's a stumbling block.
Got some real sweet. This Proverbs 21 verse 2. Every way of a man is right in his own heart, but the Lord pondereth on the heart. Okay, just going back what the brother was talking about. People in that YOLO spirit, man. In the spirit like the how about try to control everything. You know, which our brothers got.
Like I can get what the brother wanted earlier. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 15 and verse 14. It says, "Let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind, and if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall in the ditch."
If you following these niggas, man, you gonna be destroyed with these niggas, man. You know, that's why it's important to come up under the right doctrine, man. To come up under the right leadership, man. You know, the order that Yahweh Shai has set up, man. You know, starting with our apostles and elders, a great millstone, man. You know, which we speak of, let everything be done decent and in order, man. You know, the Lord has set up order, man. You know, but that's the problem with 2/3 of our people, just like you mentioned. They hate order, man. You know, you got it.
Acts 8 and 30. And Philip ran thither to him and heard him read the prophet Isaiah and said, "Understandest thou what thou readest?" And he said, "How can I, except some man should guide you?"
So you're gonna need a man to guide you, man. You know, lot of our people don't want to be taught, man. Just like the brother was mentioning, man. Loaded me with, what they call bouncy house. You know, Jake don't want to, come up under order, man. But you got to be taught.
Come up under the shooting time. The edge.
You got to build it. It's like,
do you gotta build it? Do you have an emphasis?
Right.
Shut the fuck up, man. Like, stop, man. I got to understand it, man. It says, and he said, how can I, except some man should guide me? And he desired, he understood, he had an humble heart. That's why the scriptures tell, that's why Yahweh Shai, who was he speaking to? Nicodemus, he would say, hey, you gotta humble yourself as one of these little children. The elder always go into it. The child is humble. He understands what I don't got it at all. Can you show me? So he desired to feel like, hey man, how can I unless some man should guide me? So he was willing to humble himself to what? To be taught. You got it right.
It's like if I made what the scripture say, wisdom shall not enter that of a malicious soul, man. And malicious, one of them words, one of those synonyms is bitchy, man. A lot of 2/3 of you niggas is bitchy as hell, man. You don't come up under the order, man. What you got?
It says,
man.
And he desired Philip that he would come up and sit with him. See, so come sup. Saying to come guide me, man. See, and that's what the brother's going into. Jake got to be in the spirit of, hey, man. That one thing, but I ain't got it all. So let me humble down that I may grasp or understand.
Got some for y'all. Second Peter 1:19. We have also a more sure word of prophecy, whereunto ye did well that ye take heed, as unto a light that shineth in a dark place, until the day dawn and the day star rise in your hearts. You got it right? Yeah, this is us letting you know through the Holy Spirit. From the apostle on down, we have a more sure word of prophecy. The word sure means certain, man.
Because they're diligent. You see, they work, they labor, man. We've seen we're the fruits of their labor. It's obvious, man, because we wanted, this what if a brother could what the scriptures say, we could let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind. All right, because every man got persuaded to come in this truth for his own, according to his own walk and experiences, based off his own understanding. What draw this brother in probably was the understanding of the UFO. This brother was Isaiah 4:1. With this brother, it was you should dash your thy little ones to pieces. This brother is you should make them captives, who captives they were. Every brother got a different reason why they came into this thing, right? But at the end of the day, it was all through the understanding of what? Through the great understanding of Yahweh Shem Yahushua that was given unto us through diligence.
Is it? And you got me add, because they really wanted to be saved. That's what Yahweh Shai mean. Like I said, in the ancient world, when Yahweh Shai was speaking, one of the main topics was, what shall we do that we must be saved? That's why you end up picking up a shovel, man. Because you working for a reward. Like you said, because like you said, it's many things that bring you to the truth, and that main thing is salvation.
That's what's gonna keep you, because you gotta eat.
That's it.
You gotta eat.
So like if I may say, you do well that you can't eat, man. Because it's a penalty for not hearkening, man. What scripture say, all the unfaithful shall die in the unfaithfulness, man. You're gonna die for not hearkening to his men, man.
And it's Matthew 11, verse 25. It says, and at that time, Yahweh answered and said, I thank thee, O Father, Lord of heaven and earth, because thou hast hid these things from the wise and prudent, and hast revealed them unto babes. Yeah, just going back onto that point, y'all made it about the babe and things like that. The Lord, he gave these churches really to the meek. He say, give unto those that pretty much can receive it and go teach others like so also, man. And that's also what we do.
Yeah, a scholar ain't gonna come up here. A scholar can't fuck with us, man. For a lack of better words, man. Like, hey, it's no other better way to just put it. Ain't no scholar fucking with the men of the Lord when it comes to the understanding of these scriptures. He'll bring out a million books. All I'm gonna bring out is this. And I'm gonna use a little bit of this, and I'm gonna use a little bit of that, I'm gonna use a little bit of this. Hey man, I'm gonna apply Isaiah 30, what? Is it Isaiah the 23rd or the 22nd chapter? Line upon line, here a little down, little precept upon precept, man. All I need is the scripture. You're gonna have to go through everything to try to validate your one weak ass point that hey, it's gonna fall on nothing. Man. The scripture's gonna hit this motherfucker in his mouth.
Hey,
and he gonna go home and beat his wife.
And he gonna be punching out, for lack of better words, man. Yeah. For years, motherfuckers has been touching on the Gentiles and, all those things is not him no more, man. What's in there is prophecies. That's when the Apostle Paul say take motherfuckers to deep water, you go into prophecy. Joel the second chapter,
Any of the, I was just telling my sons, it was like, man, any of the book of Revelations, man, the first chapter will drown Esau. Don't, go anywhere after the first chapter, you done lost this ass. You done lost this ass.
Because you gotta realize, you gotta bring Esau in our arena, man. This is our playground. What's our main thing? Like the brother pulled out, that 19 and 10, the spirit of prophecy, man.
Matter of fact,
with these Christians, man.
Hey, let's get some, man, because the brother was going into wars and rumors of wars. Hey, if a brother could, let's pull out Revelations, the 9th chapter, man. We're going to the first one. Because Jake don't understand it. All of these histories was the histories of America was written in the scriptures too, man. All of these great events on the planet Earth, you think that they're not written in the scriptures. They're there. You don't understand it, man. If a brother could, if you got it, just read it from the top.
Yep, it's Revelation chapter 9 and verse 1. It says, and the fifth angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heaven unto the earth, and to him was given the key of the bottomless pit.
All right, does any brother know what that bottomless pit is? Europe. It's Europe. Okay. All right. You can continue up.
And he opened.
Anybody may ask why it's called the bottomless pit?
Nothing can grow there. It was unfruitful.
All right.
It says, and he opened the bottomless pit, and there arose a smoke out of the pit, as the smoke of a great furnace, and the sun and the air were darkened by reason of the smoke of the pit.
All right. So that smoke is going into that war that was the war that was fought on that theater, on that particular plane, that landmass. All right. So that's the smoke. Now we're gonna get into some histories, man. Because this is what we're built for, the prophecies, man. Now we finna take Esau to the deep end, but to us, it's really made plain upon the tables, man. If you just care enough to ask, man, if you care enough to know, right? You can continue out.
And there came out of the smoke locusts upon the earth, and unto them was given power as the scorpions of the earth.
All right. It says now those locusts is going into it's those fighter jets, it's those warplanes, right? All right. So when you go into World War I or whatever, prior to World War I, they wasn't using fighter jets, man. They wasn't using planes. They was using missiles. I mean, they was using bow and arrows. They was using little cannons, musket guns. But yeah, using Gatling guns, that was introduced when Esau came over here trying to take the land from Gad and Reuben. All right, read that back.
Yeah, again, verse 3, Revelations 9 and verse 3, and it says, and there came out of the smoke locusts upon the earth, and unto them was given power as the scorpions of the earth have power.
Yeah, because when you go into a scorpion tail hits you, man. All right, and when the scorpion tail hits you, it immobilizes you, man. So these fighters, when you go into these warplanes of World War I or whatever, they had gunners on the back. All right, and these gunners, they sat on the back end of that tail, so anything that was shooting at the back of it or beneath it, they could shoot down in that direction and shoot out towards that direction. You see why the main pilot shoots what's in front of him. All right, you see. So this is what the scriptures is going into, man. All right, you got it up.
And to them it was given, so like in verse 4, and it was commanded them that they should not hurt the grass of the earth, neither any green thing, neither any tree, but only those men which have not the seal of Yahweh Shemel Shah
Brother
in their
could
forehead.
get me. I see men walking this trees. Baba Busha. Because these read that back if you could, if you would. Baba Busha. Hey, you just hold yours in Revelation. If a brother could get this.
Yeah, this book of Mark, chapter 8, in verse 24, it says, and he looked up and said, I see men as trees walking.
All right, now this was the matter of fact. Read up a little bit so we can get the understanding.
Yeah, it says,
22.
yeah, verse 22, he says, and he coming to Bethsaida, and they bring a blind man unto him and besought him to touch him.
All right, now this is a blind man being brought to Yahweh Shai, man. All right.
Yeah, he said he took the blind man by the hand and led him out of the town. And when he had spit on his eyes and put his hand upon him, he asked him if he saw aught. And he looked up and said, I see men as trees walking.
See, I see men as trees walking. So men are representations of trees because the Lord said in the kingdom that we should have lives as trees, speaking towards the Israelites. And that tree, don't speak to that tree. She bit of the forbidden fruit from that tree. No, that was just literally talking about a man or a people. It was talking about the spiritual demon Satan at the time, man, that serpent spirit. So it proves that, that wasn't a fruit. She just spoke to a man. You see how Lord likened you, he can liken you unto fruit, he can liken you unto a tree. So continue read that back, Baba Shah. So this hurt not the grass is going into men. Read that.
Revelation chapter 9 and verse 4, and it says, and it was commanded them that they should not hurt the grass of the earth, neither any green thing, neither any green tree, but only those men which have not the seal of Yahweh Shemel Shah in their foreheads.
You see? So this was going into the fact that during those days, during the time of World War I, the grandfathers of any of these Jakes, that are here today, our grandfathers, we know certain Jakes that's in the truth. Their grandparents, their forefathers fought in World War I, fought in Vietnam. They were not to be mowed down. They weren't gonna die with this 2/3, and his father line was gonna end. Matter of fact, he ain't here. That line got ended, but this man was destined to give birth to an elect man. It ain't that this guy's so special. No, it's a special man coming out of you. So how can I kill you now? You in the war, yeah, you got some shit to brag about, but it's just for the purpose of these men to stand here before you on this camera. You see, that's what the Lord going to hurt not the grass, hurt not. Read it back.
And if I mean, add on that too, it's a form of reincarnation too.
Yeah.
You know, because you really come back every 100 and so years.
Yeah.
So it comes to a point, the Lord preserved you from that time so you can drop your seed. And it's no coincidence that
Just to get you back.
yeah, just to get you back here, but it's no coincidence that Jake was spreading their seed over there too. You know, so even that elect gets spread over worldwide. There's a lot of elect in Germany. Because Jake was stationed out there, man. Korea, Vietnam, and all that. And it wasn't like Jake was just being up being dormant, or they were spreading their seed. And through that seed, like the brother was mentioning, the elect came out there.
The little dude, Ryan Garcia finna fight. I believe that motherfucker to be a Jake, man. He looked like him, but that's a Jake, man.
Hey, well, it's another Ammonite, little bride. She can barely speak English. Cute than a motherfucker though. Yeah. She just came to the UFC. Motherfucker can't speak English, but she can talk shit. That's how you know she's Jake. Now she don't twerk. She like a pious damn Moabite. Motherfucker like a doctor. Her family don't know what she fighting. She pops up that out and he said, "Would you say something?" She's like, "I will be UFC champion," you know. But it showed like how Jake features would be characteristics would be shown, man. Yeah, solid earth, man.
So this is proof, man. But getting back to it, that's going into that the Lord wouldn't allow these brothers here, if our forefathers was in those wars, he wouldn't allow them to die because they had to bring forth the elect men. See? You can continue.
I may say they should seek death and not find it. Is that the same chapter?
Yeah. I think it's in this verse. If I'm not mistaken.
It says, yeah, it says in verse 5, it says, and to them it was given that they should not kill them, but they should be tormented 5 months, and their torment was as the torment of a scorpion when he striketh a man.
And that torment of those 5 years was from 1914 to 1919. That was speaking of World War I. So we understand it, man. You see how prophecy works. But as the brothers went into earlier, the Lord revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. Now, if you can receive this, this is the breakdown for the Revelations 9. If you can't, hey man, they'll tell you. Like real talk, the Lord said, blessed is he that is not offended in me. These are the breakdowns. You can accept all of the book. I don't accept chapter 9. Hey, you're lost. And you can get to
Verse 6, and in those days shall men seek death, and shall not find it, and shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them.
Yeah, so in that day, men shall seek death and shall not find it. Now we do know this, that the Lord, that war's always been on the planet Earth, and that the Lord allowed a man to get off, get struck, you know. But we had an understanding of the herbs at a certain point, you know. I don't believe Jake was in agonizing pain. You know, if he got wounded in the stones, hey, this is what you put on it. Hey, and it was what it was. Like, you just living with, you ain't got no stones, no more. Like, that's just what you dealing with, you know. But dealing with the excruciating pain that comes along with water after pain, the Lord didn't allow his folks to go through that, man. You just did, you know. So the Lord is going. They shall seek death and shall not find it. As knowledge fell out of the earth, man, it got to a point that all Jake could do to deal with a foot that needed to be amputated was get a piece of metal, get a piece of rubber, and drink some alcohol, and hey, man, chop his foot off. It got barbaric, man. But you're so much more sophisticated than the caveman. But 100 years ago, you was drinking alcohol, chop your foot off. You wasn't sitting in no amputation room at a hospital, whatever, and had the robot and it could, know where all the arteries. You don't have that. You didn't have that then. Like now, you got morphine. You got all kind of drugs to sedate you and deal with these pains. At this particular time on Earth, you didn't have this, man. You didn't have these luxuries. So what? When you got your arm chopped off, you got your private chopped off, your legs cut off, and you've been doing all this sexing, and you've been doing all of this running, you've been doing all of this fighting, I don't want to live no more. Let's be honest. Brothers don't want to get wounded in the private, man. Outside of the truth, bro, I'm trying to go back to the spirit world. I love you, family. Hey, but hey, man, it's time for me to go back. You see? That'll make a man want to die.
Yeah.
So a man add pain on top of it, and you ain't got no relief to it.
Hey, Baba Bashar, you can read that again?
Yeah, read that back.
Because just going back to it, it's a thing called shell shock too. A lot of a lot of people was traumatized.
Yeah.
And they had to live with that pain. It's a picture. It was a guy, he was like 18 years old when he first came in, and it was a picture of him a couple of years later. You can see that motherfucker.
Age like 15 years.
Yeah, you can see his eyes, this motherfuckers, he seen some shit, man. You know? And that's why I say he wanted to die. Some motherfuckers wish they was dead, man. You know what you got?
But they used to call it battle fatigue. They were tired. They didn't want to go.
It's like, hey man, living ain't worth this no more. You know, like he'd rather die. You see?
Like you speak like Jake and castrators, they had to live with it. You know, in World War I, they was getting having their face blown off.
Yeah, you got to live with
Niggas
it.
still had to live with it.
Yeah, you out here like Two-Face, because they ain't finna just put like even in the ancient world, like Jake will give you a mercy kill. Esau don't believe in that type shit. He's like, no, we have to put you up what? To leave you as a stupid stick. It's like honor this stupid stick. But this motherfucker standing up here looking like Two-Face, man. But this
No legs, Lieutenant Dan.
like Lieutenant Dan would have been happy to die.
Yeah. And that Lieutenant Dan wanted to die. Because that's the real honor. You really died for
Yeah,
leaving.
yeah.
It's really no honor like going back into Moab. If you go out there and fight
And it's only 4 motherfuckers come back. They'll kill them 4 motherfuckers because they didn't die with the rest. They, with everybody else though.
And nobody's supposed to live to tell the story.
You feel me?
Write it down and then die. Like,
Yeah.
hide the book, and you better die here too.
And even Saul though, going back into ancient battlefield, he laid this sword on himself.
Yeah.
With a bullet, you can't do that a lot of times. With a bullet, you gotta hit yourself but unless you hit yourself in the head in the right spot. There's a lot of people that try to be in the military, they try to get out the easy way and end up fucking themselves up for the rest of their life.
For the rest of their life,
You know?
They shoot yourself in the foot to get out of the war, man. You know how many people paralyzed from that shit, from that stupid act right there, trying to shoot yourself. I'm gonna shoot myself right there in the middle part of my big toe between the long and now you paralyzed, you idiot. Don't understand bullets. Bullets bounce and trouts. You see? Yeah, you got it.
Yep, going back, Revelation chapter 9, verse 6, it says that in those days shall man seek death and shall not find it, and shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them.
Yeah, because there was a lot of dudes out there on that battlefield. They hoping, please, one more to hit so I can be blown to smithereens. It didn't come, man. He died in agony in a foreign land. Rain on him. Then he heard a coop. He heard a dad. But death shall flee from him, man. He had to endure that, man. You see? These motherfuckers wanted to off themselves, man. But just think about now. That was the point I was wanting to segue to. Think about now, with all of these pleasures now, when the Lord bring hell to you now, you're depressed now. All of this all of this food, that's what I'm saying. Women, liquor, and food. All of this. With all of this pleasure around you that can satisfy any normal man, You complaining right now. And you out here jumping off buildings. What more? When ain't nobody ever, you don't know what it is like how it is in Syria. Syria wake up, boom. All right, it's time to move. We done slept for 6 hours. It's time to move on. They get close. You don't know what that feels like. That's coming to America, man.
So like if I may, Jake get fucked up because they can't get an edge up, man. How much more when it ain't no food like this brother going into, man? How much more when the power go out, man? When you got drones with 50 cows on them, man. We're going into some crazy times, man. But scripture speak of no effeminate shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, man.
He making man
it.
verse, man.
Come.
Yeah, you can tell you what.
This Isaiah 47, verse 11. Yeah, it says, evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall come upon thee, thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. And you're not gonna know because you're not watching the correct things, man. There it is, the Lord moving, but you want to focus on the wickedness of this place and being entertained and really watching what the Lord doing on the earth, man. So you got it.
All right, you can go back into that. Verse 6. No, verse 7.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 7. It's like chapter 9 and verse 7. And it says, and the shapes of the locusts were like unto horses, prepared unto battle. And on their heads were as it were crowns like gold, and their faces were as the faces of men. It says, and they had...
Again, just going back into the explaining of those different airplanes, man. Or those different scorpions, man, which actually had a guy that was shooting in the back and a guy that was controlling the front. They used to call them things war dogs. They used to actually have paint faces on them too. Yep. You got it.
And they had hair as the hair of women, and their teeth were as the teeth of lions.
Yeah, because when you go into that heads with hairs of women, the pilots they had scarves around their neck, and they had a lot of they had the helmets that they had a lot of fur on, so it would appear it's women. You see, teeth is going into the fight of the power the war power within the missile. You got it?
Yep. Verse 9, it says, and they had breastplates as if it were breastplates of iron, and the sound of their wings was as the sound of chariots.
Yeah, because you had big metal frames back there. You see, so it seemed like you putting a metal breastplate on the horse. because you had the exoskeleton of the plane, but then you had this. That okay, this is to keep all of the craft in. Let's bulk this. It's like putting on the breastplate. All right, you remember the old 1950 cartoons or whatever that you would watch on the Looney Tunes or whatever, and they showed the little baby planes or whatever, how they made the old ones and how they was getting into the modern day. How it only took 2 parts to put those old planes together, like maybe 3. One here, one for the breastplate, and then one here. Maybe a 4, like a 4-part plane. You see, but this is like putting on the breastplate. You got to put on the shin guards for the horse. You got to put the muzzle. You got to put the breastplate. You got to put on the arm like a horse, a battle horse. A battle horse. These are battle horses, man. They're flat. You got it. You can continue, right?
Yep, verse 9 again, it says, and they had breastplates as it were breastplates of iron, and the sound of their wings was as the sound of chariots, many horses running to battle.
Yeah, because you had those giant propellers. And back then, they didn't have a muffler system, so it was real, real loud, man. You see? So the Lord is allowing us to know, man. Read that back.
Yep, it says, and they had the breastplates as it were breastplates of iron, and the sound of their wings were as the sound of chariots of many horses running to battle, and they had tails like unto scorpions.
You see, yet again, so the Lord is giving you another description of a World War I fighter plane. The hard breastplate, so we know it's a metal plane. We know it got 2 people in it because it is telling you about the stinger that sits in the back like a scorpion. It's letting you know the entire thing. It tells you that its wings are live. That's you had propellers at the time, one on this side, one on this side, what to help keep a balanced flow of air, so it could be able to maneuver from left to right. You see, that was the whole point, man. These things was loud. All right, the Lord likened it unto what? A horse in battle. That's hell. Just hearing the horse come down the street, just him doing this thing, that shit loud as hell. Like, goddamn, boy. Now imagine of them coming in formation, fleet of them motherfuckers. Man, that's terrifying, man.
And, you know what I mean, and even how they was on their formation, that's how them knights scoot back in the ancient world. The only thing that's different is in the sky. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And hey, battle formation in the sky is pivotal, man. One false angle out of aerial battle formation could mean ultimate death in you. That's it. You got it.
Going back, Revelation 9 and verse 10, it says, and they had tails like unto scorpions, and they were stings in their tails, and their power was to hurt men 5 months. And they had a king over them, which is the angel of the bottomless pit, whose name in the Hebrew tongue is Abaddon. It says in the Greek tongue have his name Apollyon.
All right, hold it. If a brother could get it for me, Kaiser Wilhelm. It's Kaiser Wilhelm II. This is the leader. Read that back now. It's a lot.
Come, Revelation 9 and verse 11. It says they had a king over them, which is the angel of the bottomless pit.
It is an angel. That angel simply means a messenger, man. He's a messenger from the bottomless pit. Who is that? That's Esau. We know that bottomless pit is Europe. All right. So he's the angel from the bottomless pit. All right. Going to Kaiser Wilhelm, if you could.
Kaiser William, so like Wilhelm II, was the last German emperor and king of Prussia.
Now, what is emperor? That's another. When you go into the word Kaiser, Kaiser is a German way of saying Caesar. You see, so it proves that what he's of that Edomite heritage, and he has his lineage goes back to England. Yeah.
And king of Prussia from 1888 until his abdication in 1918, which marked the end of the German Empire, as well as the Hohenzollern.
Go into abdication. See what abdication is. I want to say they got rid of
Abdication. It ain't got Okay, it says the application of William II as emperor. It don't go
You know, going to. You had something else?
No, I ain't got. I was looking for something.
All right, but that king is going into what it says his application in it says what 1918.
Come.
1918. The war ended in 1919. Right? All right. So that was a if I'm not mistaken, I want to make sure. Yeah, that was a 5 years war. So it stopped in 1919. His application was a year prior to. So it makes sense that they did the war the year after they got rid of him. Why? Because they had lost. Wasn't that the ultimate downfall of what was your boy named Hip? He trying to prove. When you get rid of that leader that's pushing forth that spirit, hey, that's the end all be all of it. And that was the fall of what? The Germans. See?
It's like if I make it, that word application goes into like he gave up his throne.
Oh, he gave it up. So it was a lot. He knew he had lost the battle. You see?
Yeah. That's when the war was over. For lack of a better word, they gave the Axis powers. They gave up.
Yeah. But what? It took a minute for the fires to die down, for the war to stop. It took a year.
The smoke was still going.
Yeah,
That's why even going back to Hitler too, motherfucker. Germany, a lot of those taxes and tariffs that was off the war, Germany had to pay for it, and that led to World War II happening, man. You know. Good job, brother Scott.
All right, you got it out.
Khan, which marks the end of the German Empire as well as the Hohenzollern dynasty's 300-year rule of Prussia.
All right, you can go back to what you had out.
And if I add on that too, that was like an end of the ancient world because a lot of things changed in that period of time. The war in Twitter, because a couple years after when Iran changed from Persia, you know, that was around that time.
He went from Persia to Iran. Around that time.
But even like the Ottoman Empire, that was like a whole new transition. That war, that's why it's called the World War. The thing changed, you know. But you got that's why it's written in the scriptures, man.
Hey, read the next verse. What does it say?
Yep, it says Revelation 9 and verse 11 again. It says, and they had a king over them, which is the angel of the bottomless pit, whose name in the Hebrew tongue is Abaddon, but in the Greek tongue hath his name Apollyon. It says, one woe is past, and behold.
What is woe? Destruction. So the Lord is he's just explained the first woe. So that was the concluding act to World War I.
Yeah.
You see how beautiful the Lord is. He ain't had to make a big deal about it. Hey, what did he say next?
Yep, one woe is past, and behold, there come two woes more hereafter.
So how did John know about all of this, man? Ain't this 2,000 years prior to? But he's speaking of things to come. But this is just history to us. You see, none of us was alive when this happened.
No.
But it was right next door to us. But we were born right after.
Right
you
after.
see, we're in the time of prophecies, man. We're in the time of prophecy. But if you don't understand these scriptures, you feel so far from it, so far removed from it. But the more you understand these scriptures, you understand the true revelations of the Lord. You take it in its fullness. The closer you are, man. The closer you feel to this, the better sight you have, the better hope you have, man. Us understanding this gives us hope moving into World War III. You mean to tell he saved who? You mean to tell me he saved my great granddaddy for me to do the work? See, somebody got to live now. You see, we got hope, man. You got what you had, huh?
This is Revelation 1:1. The revelation of Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, which the Most High gave unto him to shew unto his servants.
To show unto, hey, read that back from the top.
This is Revelation 1:1.
The revelation, the revealing, man. You got it?
The revelation of Yahweh Shah HaMashiach.
Of who?
Yahweh Shah HaMashiach.
Nah, man. This is Jesus.
Yahweh Shah HaMashiach.
This Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, man. The one, man. The reason we out here. So let's reveal some things unto us, huh?
which the Most High gave unto him to shew unto his servants.
See, the Lord ain't talking to everybody. You see, even in just that one precept right there, we learned something. To show unto his servants. I thought this was for everybody. No, to be a servant under somebody means you're under someone's authority. You're under somebody's rule. They have a particular level of authority over you, man. And it's a particular responsibility that you have under that person's authority. So the Lord has he's revealed this unto his servants. You got it?
To shew unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass.
Shortly come to pass. So hey, be looking for this. Hey, they don't work in my house. Those are not my servants. So when their house gets stormed, hey, that's on them. But look, I got a bump. Look, when they hit the kitchen, lock the door, push the chair up. Matter of fact, throw the bookcase in front of them. Slide down that pole, bro. After you go through that, you slide down that pole. Go through the second door, not the first one, the second door. The Lord is revealing things unto us now, man. Showing us how to be able to maneuver, what to look for. When this happens, this is what you do. When you hear this is what you do. Because sometimes you ain't going to be able to see it. You just going to have to hear and know what to do. We got to be in the spirit, man. This is why the Lord is pushing the understanding of the scriptures, man. So we won't be ignorant of Satan's devices, man.
And you got me add, like he said, shortly to come to pass too. Because if you look at the time of World War I to the time now, it still ain't no time in the eyes of the Lord, man. You know?
Nothing, man. Nothing.
But like I say, it's shortly to come to pass. It's the time of prophecy.
Yeah. And we in them times, man. You had some more on that up?
Man, bring out
You got it.
This is Amos chapter 3 and verse 7. Surely the Lord Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants the prophets.
And that's who lives, man. When you in my household, you have a care. You have a care for the things within it. Why? Because hey, your livelihood lies within here too. So hey, we have common interests. You see? That's why the Lord is a good master. He ain't just leave, he didn't leave his servant to burn with the building. You know, Esau's gonna leave his servants to burn with the building. The Lord is, hey man, these are the escape routes. And hey, if you can't hit the escape, come with me. This is what the Lord is doing for us. Read that one more time.
Amos 3 and 7. Surely the Lord Yahweh Bahashim
So
Yahushua
absolutely, positively, without a shadow of a doubt, sure. You got it?
the Lord power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret.
If you know, Jacob said, if I don't know one thing, hey, it says for surely he would do nothing. So if it's one thing that I do know of the Lord, he gonna tell his secrets to his servants, man. Somebody got to know the inside. Somebody got to laugh at the joke. Every movie you watch, somebody had the inside track. You think this is any different? Why else do you find it in movies? Art is the imitation of real life, man.
Got one back
You
here.
got it?
This is Isaiah 53 verse 1. Who have believed our report, and to whom is the arm of the Lord revealed? Just to back the brothers up. That's the report we come with, the report of prophecy, man. All right, telling you what's going to happen before it actually happens, man. Because what? The arm of the Lord has been revealed to what? To the servants, his prophets, man.
Right.
All right, so therefore what? We here to tell you what's going to happen, man. You know, like the brother said, we got the inside of it, man, of what's going on. You know, we was able to see it, man. You know, or the seer, you know, Samuel, the prophet. I know you brought it out a week ago. You know, hey, liken unto Samuel the prophet, man, we the seers, man. But Lord will what? We endure to the end. We worthy to be of that number, to be saved and delivered. What you brothers got?
And just to add back into you, those seers, because it's going to get to a point, you can't do nothing but have your teaching of prophecy, man. It gets to a point when you hear about prophecy, but it gets to a point of prophecy when you actually see it. It's the book of Isaiah 55 and 10. For as the rain comes down and the snow from heaven, it return not thither, but water the earth, and maketh it bring forth in bud, that it may give seed to the sower and bread to the eater. You know, if I may add, just going back, that's talking about the rain coming down, which says my word shall drop. For a lack of better words, but ultimately that rain comes to give nutrients into a seed, you know, and that seed ultimately busts out the little, you know, what you call it, bust out the concrete and come up the ground and actually come and sprout up, and you actually see it physically, man. It reveals itself. That's it. It reveals itself. Revelations. You know?
Real quick.
Come on, you got it.
Yeah, the book of Psalm 85 and 11. It said, truth shall spring out of the earth, and righteousness shall look down from heaven.
Hey, he said, truth shall spring out of the earth, man. And that's even talking about an article. What the hell is a North Korea article popping up in America, man? An article about Iran is popping up over here because why? It has something to do with prophecy, man. The truth is springing up everywhere. That's why you even see camps popping up everywhere too, man. You know? Going back into the brothers and spreading their seeds, man. You know, you know, I believe through the spirit, the brothers that's over there, like in Germany and things like that, brothers over there, they were stationed over there, man. And they came back through their line, bro. That's a beautiful thing. The Lord worked it out 100 years. The Lord, 100 years ago in advance, man. Just for now. You know? What you got? You can read that again, Brother Bashar?
Book of Psalm 85, verse 11. It says, truth shall spring out of the earth. It's like truth shall spring out of the earth, and righteousness shall look down from heaven.
Yeah, it says truth shall spring up out of the earth, and righteousness shall look down from heaven, because the Lord is actually looking for prophecy to come to pass, man.
This is truth springing up in the earth.
That's it.
True understanding it. You remember that? I remember sitting in church 1996, Oak Grove Baptist Church. Pastor Robinson.
Yeah.
I remember raising my hand. You know that one time Jake don't come in. What question you got, young man? What does this mean in Revelation? That book is sealed to the Lord is gonna get that revelation when he comes. Why did you give me the book and you gonna give it to me when he come back?
Yeah.
Why did you even prep me for it? Don't set my mouth on orange juice. He only got
He only got apple juice. That shows you he don't know how to wield the sword.
God.
You know what I'm saying? Because ultimately he can break down when it comes to Psalm 23. He can get that.
Yeah.
But when it comes to prophecy, motherfucker end up cutting himself, man.
Yeah.
Like even damn Proverbs. You know what I'm saying? Proverbs cut me. You know, be angry and say nothing. You know, but that was pretty much it.
Go back into that revelation.
I got some. Let me finish this off real quick, because I know I had a little bit on this Isaiah 55. Isaiah 55 and verse 10 again. For as the rain cometh down from in the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth, and maketh it bring forth in bud, that it may give seed to the sower and bread to the eater, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper into the thing whereto I sent it. So they're going back into the prophecy.
Like, isn't that scary? Read the last part of it, because that's scary when the Lord he just showed us how the first row passed.
Yeah.
And we see, like, that actually came to pass.
It's like it was accomplished.
Yeah, it was accomplished. Like, now we see the accomplishment of it. It's like, yo, man, you know, truth is stranger than fiction. Like, when you first started understanding the prophecies, not the breakdowns, the prophecies. When you started to understand the prophecies, it almost made you question everything. It's like, man, what's really real? I'm starting like, the only thing I know for real is this. This is the only thing I'm 100% about. Why? Because everybody made their accounts and their particular histories in their books or whatever. In this book that you gave to enslave us, the Lord said to free me. It came to pass.
Yeah.
It's all based off this right here. You gave me the understanding.
Hey, that's the biggest Bible seller.
Yeah,
That's the biggest book seller. I did a video yesterday. It's about how people anxiety is raising up. And that leads it to Bible sales.
He did it during COVID.
All of a sudden, he rising up, and that's what people really, they start to believe. When shit started going back, when people start to believe, that's why it says, in the day of thy power, thy people shall be willing, man. So the Lord is going to get to a point when you're going to keep hearing about it, then he's going to have to show you, man. You're going to hear about it, then you're going to actually see it. You're going to witness some shit happen, and you're going to actually feel it, man. It's going to happen to you. That's why it's a pivotal thing to fall into the hands of the Lord, man.
Back your point, now, the Lord saying in the latter days you shall consider it perfect. And you go into that word consider, it means to teach. And really you're going to experience everything that the prophets was teaching you about. That's why you're going to consider it perfectly, man.
Yeah, perfectly. Yeah. God, perfect. Yeah, you consider it perfectly. Yeah.
The book of Isaiah 34 and 16.
Break it down, I do. This book of Isaiah, chapter 34 and verse 16.
seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read.
Yeah, so the book is telling us to seek ye out the book of Lord and read, not the book of the dead, right? Not the book of Enoch, but the Bible, man. 1611. Yeah, right? And read, which means to understand, right? And you got to be taught to understand. You got it?
Come. No one of these shall
No
fail.
one of what should fail. That's talking about the prophecy. You see, like the brother was going into things in which we was bringing out during World War I. All right, that was revealed to John the Revelator came to pass, man. We sitting there reading the report like, God damn. This shit happened. Like, locusts and all that. Come on, man. So that lets you know that these scriptures are real. You got it?
Come. None shall want her mate.
Yeah, you can't make this book with the book of the dead, right? Right? The book of the Mormons or whatever. You know, the apocalypse of Abraham or some shit like that.
For my mouth it hath commanded, and his spirit,
Yeah, prophecy, yes.
and his spirit it hath gathered them.
Yeah, the Spirit of the Lord. It's a word, man. That's what's gathering the elect. So this is how the elect have been gathered by the Spirit of prophecy, man. You see? So once they hear the report, they fear the Lord. They feel the judgment that the Heavenly Father's going to bring forth to His Son Yahweh Shai. And that's what causes them to fear. By default, they repent. They return back into the Lord, man. All right? There you go. Okay.
Just to back the brothers up. This Deuteronomy chapter 32, and I saw that verse 1. Give ear, O ye heavens, and I will speak, and hear, O earth, the words of my mouth. My doctrine shall drop as the rain. My speech shall.
Hey, it's lucky. They're going back to that Isaiah, the 55th chapter, man. It says, my doctrine shall drop as the rain, man. And the doctrine is something that you believe in. You wholeheartedly. I mean, you wholeheartedly believe in. That's why in the scriptures, the brother pulled out earlier that 1 Peter's 1:19, we have more assured word of prophecy, man. Because our doctrine is sure. You know when it's going to rain, man. Yeah, you know? You start smelling it, you know what I'm saying? You start preparing yourself. You can even see it on the news. And that's the same thing with us. We can see that rain of fire coming on the news, man. We preparing ourselves spiritually, man.
You know, like if I may, a prudent man foreseeth the evil. Beautiful. And hide himself.
Beautiful, huh? Okay. Hey, it's heavy, bro. Come on.
My speech shall be still as the dew, as the small rain upon the tender earth, and as the showers upon the grass.
Yes, and what that do, the grass give it nutrients, man, give it life. You know, so it won't wither and when die. And we always give life every day. Brothers be sending articles. I love, I tell about it mother all the time, man. I love to see that, man. Even something simple. A couple weeks ago, it was a 76-year-old lady that got hit by a packer. Like $4 that put the down, man. The brothers,
What that tree truck, the truck and all the cars like, look, man, that was final destination type shit. It's like, man, hey, coming to a city near you, that juvenated me. It was like, yeah, Lord, terrible. That scare you.
And that's why I say, even the scripture, I think it's in the Apocrypha, it says, even they rejoice in the acts of the Lord, and they rejoice to fulfill His will, man. Because it was a death angel that was over there, man. You know, that I was saying, it flipped over, it was a death angel that was controlling that law to put somebody to death, man. You know?
It's like if I make, even that with T.D. Jakes, saying that nigga, goddamn
They had to come alive.
That's prophecy. You know, that's prophecy. You know, woe unto the pastors, man.
You think that his divine connection to the Lord wouldn't allow him to go out like that. You know, you wouldn't prepare him like that. Like you allowed Robinson to get knocked out by Jake Paul. You allowed me to fall out right here in front of everybody, in front of me. Come on, man. The Lord ain't gonna allow us to. Lord said that we should not be confounded. Lord's shame, man. Like look how Jesus got TD Snake.
Even the lady when the police kicked in the door, and she called on Jesus and got her ass blown.
Oh, yeah.
See what Jesus gets you.
Yeah.
We can get back to it.
It says, because I will publish the name of the Lord, ascribe ye greatness unto our power.
And that's the spirit. It says, publish ye the name of the Lord. And that's the spirit why we do videos, man. You got to put it publicly, man. You know, you got it.
It says, verse 4, He is the rock. His work is perfect.
Oh, His work is perfect. And let's talk about the prophecies, man. Because it ain't like when the Lord tell you something, He's going to come short or shy of it, man. The Lord say Esau the wicked, and you say he ain't that bad. No, man. There's a lot of things that Esau do behind closed doors that's sick, man. You know? You got
It
it.
says, for all His ways are judgment, a power of truth, and without iniquity just and right is he.
It says a power of truth and without iniquity, just and right is he. So, every action the Lord is going to make to come to pass upon the planet Earth is going to be justified, man. He even tells us that in the book of Job, the 4th chapter, that everything this guy have sold was the same thing that he's going to reap, What you got out? Let me go back to that Revelation 9.
Yep, Revelations 9 and verse 13. And the sixth angel sounded, and I heard a voice from the four horns of the golden altar, which is before Yahweh, saying to the sixth angel, which hath the trumpet, loose the four angels which are bound in the great river of Euphrates.
We heard about that in Revelation 16 chapter. All right. So that's going into the Middle East, man. All right, over there in the Levant region, because we know that is where that Esau and his armies and the host of armies shall be judged by Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right, the Middle East is that not Hamagad one? All right, it is, man. So this is what that is going into. You can continue up.
And the four angels were loose, which were prepared for an hour and a day and a month and a year, for to slay the third part of men.
All right, now going into that third part of men, that's going into Esau. All right, because brothers know the three classifications of men. You got the wicked, you have the sons of men, and you have the sons of God. All right, the Lord is coming to slay the third part of men. He's coming to judge Esau. All right, you got it?
And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000, and I heard the number of them.
All right, so that we know that the scriptures went into it in the book of Joel. That 200,000 horsemen is speaking to 200 million missiles. Right? All right, and they're going to be shot on Esau, because the Lord he's constantly reiterating and constantly reminding you of who he's coming back to pass judgment. Of course, it's Jacob's judgment, but it's Esau's captivity. This is the beginning of Esau's captivity. The Lord is finna, hey man, come here, man. You've been doing too much, bro. Basically, it's like you kicking your son, get your motherfucking ass over there. But you got his bully, the motherfucker that been tearing his ass, been tearing him out the frame. You got his ass jacked up now. You know what's gonna happen to him. Right now, I'm gonna put
my foot in your
ass there. After I put my foot in your ass, you gonna be all right. We gonna deal with you, motherfucker. You see?
Hey, if I may add too, because Esau really captured the promise. Esau know what's coming ahead, man. That's why this guy feels so damn much, bro.
All right. You can read that back.
And it says, verse 16, and the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000, and I heard the number of them.
So those horsemen is not talking about men. Those are talking about military, just as it was in Joel when it says that they should not break their ranks. All right? They're going to climb the walls, go through windows. All right? That's speaking of the missiles, right? All right? So the Lord said that these 200 million missiles was going to be marched against Esau. All right, you can continue.
And thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them, having breastplates of fire and of
A brimstone,
Jason.
fire, and
Jason. Yeah, the water. It says on Revelation chapter 9, verse 17, thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them, having breastplates of fire and of Jason and brimstone, and the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions, and
the heads of horses is the heads of lions is going into the middle part of the missile, right? Like you got the warheads that are held inside of that the tip of it. Yeah, you got the nuclear warheads that's really at the tip. The power is really in the tip. All right, everything behind it is really just the propulsion system to get it there. All right,
And that's even like, that's why even the Lord compared it to an arrow. Because even an arrow, a regular stick and bow really don't hurt you. It's the arrowhead that hurts you.
kind of.
And they even similar to the design of the arrowheads of the missiles.
Now you got it up.
and were as the heads of lions, and out of their mouths issued fire and smoke and brimstone. By these three was the third part of man killed.
All right, so the Lord is telling you about these three. All right, With a third part of men killed. Who's the third part of men? Who's the third part of men? That's Esau. You can continue.
By the fire, and by the smoke, and by the brimstone, which issued out of their
So
mouths.
think to this, all right? The fire, the brimstone, the smoke. All right, when the missiles hit, hey, you're gonna be vaporized if you're in there. If you're in the contact zone, you're immediately vaporized. All right. So then you got the fallout zone. All right, where the dust plume cloud makes its entrance right after the initial hit. All right, you got the fallout where the dust and everything settles out. These people are going to be choked out by that smoke that radiates. That's that radiation. You're gonna have that wind, that strong wind that comes out and pushes all of that. I ain't talking about the contact zone. This is that radius zone, like that middle radius zone. That's everybody getting hit by shrapnel. All right, so if you don't get hit by direct contact and vaporize, you're gonna get hit by shrapnel. Buildings gonna fall on you. You're gonna get judged that way. For those that don't get hit in that contact zone, you're gonna be smoked out. All right, because the dust, the plume cloud, that radiation, the toxic air, that toxic wind that comes through. These are the ways in which the Lord. All you got to do is go into the stages of effect after the atomic bomb. When you watch what happened after Hiroshima and Nagasaki, man, that was horrible, man. And shit, it'd been better off if they just got hit by the missile. But there's more, even with these missiles here. But there's more.
Hey, I mean, it's a nuclear missile now. That was an atomic bomb.
Yo, that was atomic because you had nuclear back then. It was nuclear fission when you split the atoms. Now you got nuclear fusion where they bring them together and make them collide. That's more catastrophic.
Mm-hmm. And it gets to a point now they let it blow up in the middle of the amp. It don't even hit the ground no more. So that radius zone, it actually expands now.
See, it's airborne now. It ain't just it got to make contact on the ground and you got to worry on the ground. It's just the area itself. You got to worry about the airspace, ground and airspace. That's crazy, man. Yeah, so you got
back up. It's Zechariah chapter 14, verse 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord, Yahweh Shai, will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet.
So think of your girl Sarah O'Connor. Imagine you're the mannequin challenge. You idiot niggas was doing a couple of years ago. You're gonna be caught in a real life mannequin challenge, right? We're gonna catch your nuclear shadow, right? Certainly. One's ain't gonna be turning up a bit, we're gonna catch that shadow. One's ain't gonna be getting dunked on, we're gonna catch that shadow. One's ain't gonna be getting mowed down by a chopper, we gonna catch that. We gonna catch it all, man. The Lord gonna catch you niggas in your wickedness, man.
Hey, I mean, going back into that fire and brimstone reminds me a lot. And she was catching her wickedness looking back in Babylon. So it's gonna be the same memorial for here today. You know?
Just like Pompeii.
Yes, it is.
Just like Pompeii, man. And that was man. That was man. It was mad freakism going on.
Yeah,
They deserved that shit.
The last time you think about nigga, it's one nigga rubbing one out, then it's two people getting it in, man.
It's crazy,
Sick,
man.
bro. You ain't gonna pray.
Yeah, like, we gonna pray. That's crazy.
Man.
That is crazy. Yeah, that's going on.
Yeah, this is Isaiah 13 and verse 17. It says, "Behold, I will stir up the Medes against thee, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it."
And that's the Russians, man, going into the Medes because they occupy the land. All right. So it says what?
It says,
It
says, "Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it." It says, "Their bow also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall not, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb."
It says they're both. All right. So what is that? That's Sarmat, Satan 2. They probably got Satan 3 or 4 now. Like, well, Russia is the one who pushed that hypersonic race, man. Hey, Esau was like, "I can get you in 60 minutes." Russia said, "I'll do you better, man. I get this bitch over here in 30. And then he cut that down 20, 15. Shit, he probably got something. He probably got something colder than that, man. The Lord said he was going to destroy this place in an hour.
Like he got that missile that get over this bitch in 90 seconds. He can fly through any defense system. You know, that's so that, you know, these Americans, they bank on the defense system and shit. Or he creating weapons to fly through that shit.
Talking about that new missile.
Yeah, that motherfucker. I believe that was the Saint 3. Saint 2. Saint 2 or Saint 3?
Yeah, that same 2 or 3. I know he had 2 like 4-5 years ago, so he got to be coming out with a 3. That's so crazy. You know what I'm saying? They coming out with the PlayStation. Yeah, upgrade this shit, fool.
And each PlayStation is a new missile.
Come on, Master P.
iOS.
Yeah.
It says, the bow also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb, and that I shall not spare children.
Hey, yeah. So like,
No, you got it.
hey, if I may add, because even like back in the ancient world, the men there save the woman in the church for other things. The missile's not going to do that. That's why the army of the Lord is different. It tells you that earlier in the chapter. Man.
I mean, the Lord tell you that Ezekiel 9:4. Well, Ezekiel 9:5, he tell you that he's not going to the little women and the children as well. They're gonna get put down, man.
You see,
You know. Yeah, but they're going to say, it says in verse 19, in Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldeans' excellency shall be as.
No.
Yeah, it says should be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
You see, so it says Babylon, the beauty of the Chaldees. So this is the top place where witchcraft and warlock shit goes, sorcery goes on. Hollywood, man.
Yeah.
All right, so it says, read that last little part.
Yeah, it says in Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldeans' excellence shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
And what was that? Fire and brimstone, man. Straight heat. And this sulfur that was found at the site of Sodom and Gomorrah, it burns purple and white, man. Like you can't find only this sulfur, you can't find it on earth.
Yeah.
You can't find it on earth, and the sulfur that you can find on earth doesn't burn 1/3 as hot as the sulfur that the Lord sent down from heaven, man.
Hey, if I mean, hey, that's how you know there's gonna be like a new rainbow in the spirit, man. When Babylon's gonna be burning, it's gonna be another memorial.
Yeah.
Where he did
It's gonna be a new. It's like, oh, you can set fires and hey, rainbows gonna come. It's gonna be something new, man. They're gonna unlock something.
But that was like a covenant. That was the taking of the covenant.
They like just you mean to tell me that there wasn't no rainbow? I see rainbows in the reflection of water, and not before that covenant. You see, like the Lord finna do some new things, man. Hey, you can finish that. I think you.
I got something real quick.
Yeah.
Just the bad guy brought us up.
Two more verses on that.
But just the bad guy brought us up, said the same 2 and the same 3. Ezekiel 21, and I'm going to start at verse 8. Again, the word of the Lord came to me saying, Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord, say a sword is sharpened, and also blunt. And it says it is sharp to make a sore slaughter. It's just going back to what you said, man. The same 3, bro, they ain't creating these missiles for no reason. It's created to make a more bigger destruction, man. Because even those hypersonic missiles, when you go into the research, that span of that destruction span only gets wider and wider, man. You know? It says, read this again, it says, it is sharper to make a sore slaughter, it is furthest that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? It continued the rod of my son as every tree. And that's the spirit. It says, shall we then make mirth? Going back into what all spirit shall you be in these latter days, man? You know, because at the end of the day, the Lord have created the missiles to destroy. And that's why in the spirit they created Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer was supposed to be like a peace treaty, man. But it ends up, instead of cooling things down, it ends up fueling things, man. You know?
Matter of fact, brother, pull that.
Yeah, this Isaiah 54:16. It says, behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coal and the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. I have created the waster to destroy.
That's going into what the brother was bringing out with Oppenheimer, man. The Lord didn't create these scientists for no reason. You can call him Pee Wee Herman. You can call him a tweed. You can call him a bookworm. Hey, this bookworm got the ability to get you off the map, man. And the Lord created this guy. Even the smith that it said the sword is furbished. It's actual metal smiths now that have to mold these metals steel for what? These thermal and nuclear warheads to fit inside of them, man. So nothing is done in vain in the sight of the Lord, man. Yeah, come. If not the sword in vain, you can bring out what you had up. You had something?
Yeah, come. I had that Joel.
All right.
Yeah, come. This Joel chapter 2, and I started verse 1. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain.
That's what we're doing. That's what the prophets are doing, man. We're blowing the trumpet in Zion. Is it? All right.
Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is not at hand.
So that's the nations too, because all these nations they were devoured by them, man. All the inhabitants that's going into these 2/3, and it going into these other nations. It says what? Read that.
Yep. It says, let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is not at hand.
Yeah, that's why you should be trembling, because of these precepts that are being brought out that shows you and proves to you that the Lord brought World War I. The Lord brought World War II. And now we're speaking the scripture. We're showing you by scripture. We're showing you scriptural evidence that what? He's bringing World War III by way of nuclear fire, ICBM missiles, man. Intercontinental ballistic missiles. So nobody arm is too short now, man. Everybody got long range capabilities.
And that's why you should fear, man.
God. You can you had something?
Yeah, I got some. Yeah, this is Ezekiel 21 and verse 9. It says, Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord, say a sword is sharpened and also furbished.
Yeah, so we didn't say this, man. Thus saith the Lord. It says a sword is sharpened and also furbished, man. So it is prepared, man. It's prepared. You got it.
But maybe advanced too. You know, you going into earlier, it started with the atomic bomb, but now it's been sharpened into a hypersonic missile, man.
Beautiful.
Going to say it says it is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished. That is
Sword slaughter, man. Something extremely grievous, man. And a slaughter isn't just one or two killings. A slaughter is like, yo, man, it's a mass casualty. It's an extremely large number, man. Why else are we talking about it? You know, it's a slaughter.
That's slaughterhouse.
It's a slaughterhouse over there, man.
Ain't not one person in there, man.
Yeah.
there's a difference between a couple guys getting killed and yeah, he slaughtered the whole house.
Yeah, it's like he butchered it. He put it down in a violent, an extremely violent way, man. Yeah.
Yeah, it says it is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? It contended the rod of my son.
It says it shall glitter. So what? It's showing itself, man. These prophecies. Hey, what? These prophecies, just like the missiles, when they enter into that atmosphere, they're gonna glitter. Is that a star? Hey, look, mommy, the shooting star. Nah, Billy, that ain't me.
It coming towards your head.
That ain't me.
It's gonna explode. It says it says should we then make mirth? Because it is a nigga, you trying your best to have a good time. When the leaders of this nation, they giving you mounts and wet cities for to get hit. You know what I mean? They showing you out and you trying to make mirth. But the leaders of the people scared, man.
Terrified, man. Terrified.
There ain't one nigga that's fit the Lord Esau do, man.
That's true.
It's like it's really too much more talk to even have mirth, man. Like brother going into it, it should glitter, man. It's showing forth itself. Nations are showing off missiles. You know, it's article after article about this wars and rumors of wars. You know, main thing niggas should be thinking about how can I get out of America, man? You know?
Yeah, that was our main thing, man. We gonna get up out this coming?
I got some real quick bad guy brought us up. Jeremiah 4:19. My bowels, my bowels. I am pained at my very heart. My heart maketh a noise in me. I cannot hold my peace because thou hast heard, O my soul, the sound of the trumpet, the alarm of war. And it's that sound of the trumpet, the same thing in Joel the 2nd chapter, that alarm of war, man. And again, going back into should we then make mirth, man? You know, you shouldn't be in the spirit of partying and bullshit.
Read that one more time.
God. Jeremiah 4:19. My bowels, my bowels.
It says my bowels, my bowels. So this is his inward parts, right? This is inwards, all right? Just think about, man, it's like the Lord said, hey, man, it's a man that he should be like a man in travail, a man holding his shit like a woman, like when she catching those contractions. All right, continue.
It says, Salakia, I am pained at my very heart.
I'm pained in my very, so really, is it my bowels? Is my stomach hurt? Fuck no, it's my mind. What's going on with your mind, brother? It's the things that you understand. Or it's the lack of understanding. There's shit going on right now. They make no sense. You got it?
It says, my heart maketh a noise in me.
In my heart, so your mind make a noise. Bite or run. What the fuck is that? You see? Mind, hey, it says that the flesh uses upon many things. You got it?
It says, I cannot hold my peace because thou hast heard, O my soul, the sound of the trumpet, the alarm of war.
So he can't hold this peace, man. So what? He gotta go tell it. He gotta go tell this word. He gotta get a breakdown properly.
You got it, right? Yep, come. Just let that brother up. This as well as Jeremiah, I jump down verse 21. It says, how long shall I see the standard and hear the sound of the trumpet? For my people is foolish, they have not known me. They are sought as children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. If I made back the brother up, man, going into this trumpet, man. We seeing the things happen, man. You know, the prophets are out here telling you what's going on. What's going on. They can't hold back, man. You know, because it's their duty to warn you, man. But you niggas, you worried about, like the brother said, you worried about having a good time, man. Niggas worried about a fucking Thanksgiving plate, man. You know? Again, wise to do evil, you know? But you niggas ain't wise to do no good, man. You ain't gathering up, considering the times, man. You ain't preparing your mind for prophecy, you know? Because it's
So like if I may, so like if we see the sword come and blow not the don't have blood on our hands, man. You know, so we got to blow the trumpet and warn you, man. The sword is coming, man. You know?
Hey, that trumpet gets your attention, man.
I got something real quick.
Hey, go down the line, go down the line.
So, all right, kind of the book of Hebrews 11:7. By faith, Noah, being warned of the Most High of things not seen as yet. It says, who with fear, prepared an ark to the saving of his house. And if made, that's him hearing the support of being terrified also. All the prophets heard the report, they became terrified because of the judgment, man. You know? So what they do? They started to do things that was going to produce life. They started building an ark to the saving of his house. It's going to go in the city. It says, by which he condemned the world, all right, and became heir of righteousness, which is by faith. So, hey, by him doing that, condemn the world, he became the heir of righteousness. He condemned the world, man. You see? So we're in that same lot, man. You know? Prophesying against America, this wicked ass kingdom, and the whole world, right? Hoping that we'll be heirs of Yahweh Shai in the world to come. Y'all got it.
You got it, son.
This is Habakkuk 3:2. O Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, I've heard thy speech and was afraid.
Hey, Spirit, that's the action you should hear when you hear the words of prophecies, man. It should be a sense of fear. Going back to what the brother heard. When Noah heard that the Lord was going to flood the earth, did Noah sit back and chill and watch the game? No, man. It was a sense of action. He got busy. You know, get the tire, go for wood. You know, he started working.
Hey, he got his son. Hey, boy, hey, go. You gotta get. Hey,
Shem, Hum, and Jerry, you better bring your, you know, you better bring, or you can just see it. But that's what it is. It was a certain message that was told to him, which caused him to move. That's the same thing the brother said today. Even when you get rebuked, you know, you got it.
It says, O Lord, revive thy work in the midst of the years. In the midst of the years, make known.
Yeah, make known, come on.
In wrath, remember mercy.
In wrath, remember mercy, because when those judgments and those evil things made known, you're going to want mercy from the Lord, man. You're going to want mercy when the famine comes, man. You're going to want mercy, you know, when the missiles hit, man.
Why should you get it? And what have you done to deserve it?
Beautiful, bro. That's why even Noah, going back into that Hebrews 11 chapter, it was to the saving of his house.
He got, like you said, he got busy, man. He got busy. You got it out?
Come on.
This is Joel 2:1.
Oh, there it is.
Bring it out.
Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble.
Yeah, and that's what a trumpet do. A trumpet catch your attention, man.
Yeah.
You know, especially when your brothers into orchestra and even damn band and shit, you know, the damn high school band. You can know when the trumpet's playing.
That's the strength. I just went to a little concert of my dog.
That's it. That's
Man, them trumpets, I was like, the flutes was weak, the trombones, they wasn't all that, but hey, man, that trumpet, that was the heart.
Them the
That
heart-
was
them
the
the heart
heartbeat of the
music.
backbone of the band. To me, he was like, man, the trumpets make it hold everything.
They hold
together.
everything together. Because really, it's an orchestra, everything dance together, but it's really the trumpets and the French horns. That's why they sing like that. But really what running shit is the bass drum, like the basses who keep the beat. That's what really run the whole band, even though they ain't sexy or whatever, but it really, what's called with that trumpet, that would really catch your attention, man. With anything, bro. You know, you gotta read that again about yourself.
Joel 2:1. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain.
And this the alarm that was sounding. It says the holy mountain, man. So for lack of better words, we're blowing the trumpet, but it's only certain people who have the ears to hear the tone of that frequency, man. You know, we're not blowing an uncertain sound, man. We're blowing the sound of, if you don't get right, the Lord gonna kill you, man. You know, you got it, bro.
It says, let all the inhabitants of the land tremble,
Yeah, let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, you got it.
for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand.
The day of the Lord come, it is not in hand, man. We already I know you mentioned earlier, the day of the Lord is darkness and not light. And one to you guys who want the day of the Lord to come, man. Because again, you know, a lot of these guys like Pastor T.D. Jackson, Joel Osteen, they want the Lord to come, but they really gonna get a missile when the Lord comes, man. You know, that's it on it. Y'all brothers got it.
Yeah,
I got something for it.
finish off that Revelation 2 verse.
Yep. Going back to Revelation, chapter 9.
Start at 19. And we'll just read down. We got two.
In verse 19, it says, for their power is in their mouth and in their tails.
So that mouth is going into the tip of the millstone, the warhead. That's the front part of the millstone. All right, continue.
For their tails were like a serpent, and their head is like it had head, and with them they do hurt.
Yeah, so the tail is just the delivery system that gets the head there. All right, you can continue.
And the rest of men, which were not killed by these plagues, yet repented not of the works of their hands.
So with all of this hell being put down, this judgment being put down on the planet Earth, this is what's going. This is the spirit that these individuals shall be in still, man. And this is why, hey, New Jerusalem got to come down and do their thing yet again. Continue. Well, just start back at verse 20.
Yeah, it says, and the rest of men which were not killed by these plagues, yet repented not of the works of their hands, that they should not worship devils and idols of the gold and silver and brass and stone and of wood, which neither can see, nor hear, nor walk, neither repented they of their murders, nor of their sorceries, nor of their fornication, nor of their thefts.
So even with all of this, Esau still ain't gonna repent. The Lord's gonna destroy this place, and he's gonna find reason to find accusations to come against the Lord, right? So therefore, the men of the Lord are gonna have to come down after receiving the crowns and what? Bring order to the planet Earth, because Esau's still gonna be down here murmuring, talking his shit, even after you just seen this place get destroyed by the power of all power. That shows you that this dude, he has to be eradicated, man. He can't exist anymore, man. After all of this, you still gonna talk shit, man? That's why fire is the only cure for Esau. How do you get rid of Esau? Fire. This is how you cure this thing. You cure this guy. This is how we're gonna cure the earth of Esau, by fire, man. But not this fire that you can heat up from a stove. Not that fire that I take a magnifying glass and point it at Esau and give him skin cancer. We're talking about spiritual fire, man. Intergalactic fire. We're gonna have spiritual power, and we're all gonna. Hey, you know how I envision this. You know how the Planeteers will have to come together to make Captain Planet?
Yeah.
Hey, when we round up Esau in that hole, you think every Jake ain't going like you know how Saiyans had to send Goku to they send the
power
energy,
the energy so he can become Super Saiyan God. Yeah,
That's how we all gonna come together to send fire into a hole to exterminate Esau, man.
Yeah.
Thus saith Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, man.
That makes sense too.
It makes sense because even after all of this destruction, this nigga still gonna be talking shit.
And
And he will teach everybody else to do.
Yeah, that's why Apostle Bob made a bad point. Esau is going to be proud in the kingdom. That's going to be one of the joys of the kingdom to break Esau's pride, man. You know, to feed his ass, because he's still going to be talking shit while we in our glory. You know? Y'all brothers got it.
Yeah, to add on to y'all point, the Lord will make sure the subject first before you get that fire, like we speak about. Now, so Ezekiel 39 and 13. Yeah, all the people of the land shall bury them, and it shall be to them a renown, it's like it shall be to them a renown the day that I shall be glorified, said the Lord, and they shall sever out men of continual employment,
Continue.
through the land.
Well, hold on. Hey, continual employment. Here it is. Jake we gotta stand in the line to get a job. You gotta go to the career center. You gotta go on Indeed. You gotta go on Midship. You gotta go to the temp service.
You got to take a piece in it. They ain't going to see you select to the...
You gotta pay money just to become a slave now. That's crazy. I gotta pay to become a slave now.
She crazy.
You see, the Lord said, but that should be continual employment. So you know how much, man, and we don't sleep. We ain't gonna have to drink nothing. We ain't gonna have to eat nothing. We ain't gonna have to sleep. We're gonna be on your head until sundown, Esau. And we might just make the day long on.
Yeah. And you want to know how the day is going to be in that time, man. You know, say 1,000 years a day to the Lord, you know.
Yeah, but you got it, Salak, y'all. It said continual employment.
Yep. It says, and they shall sever out men of continual employment, passing through the land to bury with the pastors that those who remain upon the face of the earth.
So imagine Jake passing through. Hey, what you doing? We ain't doing shit. Hey, go bury your family over there. Yeah. Hey, dude, what you doing? It don't even matter. Hey, you see that pile of them body parts right there? Hey man, separate the fecal matter, put that in the hole. That's gonna be good fertilizer. But the rest of that, hey man, get rid of it. Set that on fire. Like that's what type of delegation we're gonna be going throughout, cleaning up the earth, man. Esau did it to us. He do it randomly now. It is Jake be walking through a neighborhood, jogging through a neighborhood. And here come an Edomite. Hey, walking through the neighborhood. It's like arresting him. Like he's a cop. Like on the behalf, like he has some form of authority. We're gonna actually have that authority in that day, man. So continue employment. When Jake finds something for you to do, you gonna go do it.
Hey, even today, Esau be doing this shit. You got time, Lynn. You got time to
Yeah, you're like,
you can just give you some random shit you at work, man. Go sweet. They'll send you somebody else. But I got some real quick bag up. This is the book of Isaiah 61, and I'm gonna start at Isaiah 60 in verse 11. It says, "Therefore thy gates shall be open continually; they shall not be shut day nor night."
And so what? For your gates to be open, that means you have commerce, man. That's trade. You see, that's a thriving economy.
It's the real black-owned business.
Yeah.
That's what it's talking about. You know, that real Black Wall Street, which will prosper in righteousness, man. Because even when you go into like the Black Wall Street, you know, Nick was running moonshine, Nick was selling green, and Nick was doing wickedness to get up there, man. But this Black Wall Street gonna be built on righteousness. You know? Yeah, Israel, Yasharada Wall Street, man. You know? It says, "Therefore thy gates shall be open continually; they shall not be shut day nor night." It says that the men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles.
Forces, man. You see, you gonna give it up, man. I mean, I ain't talking about, we get in the bottom, you gonna give us your bottom, you gonna give us your
Creme de la creme,
the
man.
creme de la creme. You get the bad shit. We always gonna get ours on top, man.
From the women down to the frankincense, man. You go from the herbs and everything, bro. That's why even the Lord gave these different nations a pot of land, because that's something that's good for them. Like Elam stay in Atlanta because they good with the spices, man. You know,
Even though they don't use them well for themselves, you know, for the stain.
So like, yeah, 'cause, you know, China just found gold and shit like that in their cave. Bring that for us, man.
Yeah.
They found all that shit. Bring it to us, man.
Beautiful, bro. They'll lead you to. Make sure you get, they're gonna be a more like a house nigga. It's gonna be a house niggas for other kingdoms and shit. Motherfucking name, you got him little night, he bring you, say, yeah, make sure they do this, and you leave and come back, and he'll have that shit straight. That's why Solomon was dealing with you feel me? Because he was an expert in it. And the Lord got these different heathens, and they got family members and shit that's good with working and shit, man. That's why the brother said they got them rare earth minerals up there in China. We gonna have them motherfuckers digging that shit up, man, and using it in righteousness, man. Because certain things Esau used in wickedness, like uranium and shit.
Yeah, but I'm saying, boy, it was my wash pot. What do you use a wash pot? Clean and cook. You cook and clean in wash pots, man. I'm cleaning the substance. Hey, Moab might be cold in that department too. Cleaning this shit.
That's why a lot of these motherfuckers own
They
massage bars.
Yeah. I was gonna say, 'cause Moab, they own a lot of them cleaning services and shit. When they come clean up the business. And I even want to make a point. You made a point about the women and shit too, because it was even in the book of Esther, the king he had called for when the women got to a certain age that they had to bring all the beautiful women into him and shit like that, and he chose from the women. Pretty much had to pick up the litter, and that's gonna be us in that day, man. When the big get to a certain age, they gonna bring them all to us, and we gonna pick which one we want.
Yeah, he gonna get broke off handsome. See, that's gonna be a part of his business. It's like, hey, he gonna be telling his daughter, now you can't even talk to that dude.
Yeah.
You can't talk to him because you the king.
Yeah.
You for the king.
And they know how bad their dollars is. That's why when they used to pull them up. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you supposed to do it in righteousness, man. And that custom is still heavy over there in the Middle East, man. They don't let their daughters talk to a lot of men and even go out without a man being with them, man. I got a little bit more on this. It says, going back to Isaiah 60, in verse 11, we go back in the middle, it says that they shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the flesh of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought unto thee. Going back into the upper echelon of your leader.
Your leaders, I mean your top tier Donald Trump. Donald Trump is going to be, he gonna get passed around in the kingdom.
Andrew Jackson.
Even then, fucking the Rothschilds and the elites, man. The guys that really calling the shots, bro. Because even David Rothschild, which one is just? One of them just died. One of them just died.
Rothschild. He was a hoarder too, man. He was a fucking hoarder. That's why he died. He died up in the Hollywood Hills, man. Hoarder.
At the end of the day, the Lord set him up to be the first ones enslaved. When those Rothschilds perforate in the kingdom of heaven, he gonna come out, man.
It's kind of spiritual too. To look at it, it's like all of that whore he did just to die in the fire. You did all of that greedy whores just for the Lord to set your whole ass on fire for another man to have your good. Is anything valuable off in the silvers or precious? No, that shit take. They took that shit.
They read it.
And that what happened when you trust the carnal things too. That's how especially Esau, they love the whole, working in certain jobs and shit. You go in a motherfucking house, you can tell motherfucker they got a lot of money, but they like to hold on and shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hold on to shit from 85 and 82. The house be dirty as hell.
They really uncivilized. Real. Motherfucker.
Absolutely.
Hey, just to even bad that point on, because I doing a little apartment shit, and I work with a little Edomite, nigga 25. Dude got money and shit. He own a little car lot downtown and shit like that. When he sell expensive cars, Bentleys and shit like that. But you go in the nigga apartment, the nigga flows and shit, coming up, smell like dog and shit. But the nigga got money though. You know what I mean? That's just let you know that he's not a fit ruler, man.
Hey, Baba Rashad, just to bag up the brothers, somebody get Job the 30th chapter, man. Because that's what it is. Esau is really just going back into his natural state.
Yeah. I worked with Edomite after when I was staying out there in Georgia, ran the college. A couple of millionaires, man. When I'm talking about like Esau got mustard that's older. Esau had mustard that's older than my daughter. My daughter like 12. It's like, how you got mustard that's 13 years old? How do you got salt and pepper in your cabinet that's 20 years old? It's like you don't use these things really because he's a base man. He don't he really don't require these things. Like we require seasonings for our food.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
showing
yeah,
you he's a base man in every way of his life. You can see it's like, yo, you ain't got no flavor in your life outside of Jake being there. Anything that was spirited or seasoned, so to speak, Jake brought it. You see?
And Esau a heavy coaching function too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He like to jock other people. He's nothing original about Esau, and they make him base suit. He jocking everybody's style, and he'll put his own wicked twist on it. Even like the customs we see today. These different statues and things like that. It actually goes back into Babylon. They just put an American twist on it, man. You know?
You can break out what you
Yeah,
got.
in Job 30 and verse 1, it says, but now they that are younger than I have me in derision.
That's speaking to Esau, you know. That's speaking that Esau's the younger one, simply due to the fact that he's childish and he doesn't take accountability for any of his actions. So that would make you a younger in spirit.
It says, then I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock.
So this motherfucker here is the basis of man. Where he got you in sport to have someone in derision is to make a sport or to make mockery of a person, and it'd be, hey, let's go over here and let's laugh at the brothers. Let's go laugh at the prophets. You have us in derision. You see? So this same guy is like, if the Lord didn't have me in this situation, I slide you. I really knock your block off. But I gotta be here. I gotta be the guy in the quote unquote purple dress. Or whatever. These are the guys that Pee-wee Hearn. So like you wanna make, you gotta be subjected to wickedness. Yeah, you gotta be subjected to this wicked bastard, man. This is who has us in derision. What did it say?
And if I may add too, because even just being called a nigga and just somebody you're supposed to, rule
Be
over
ruling
things
over.
like that, just to be put in a lesser seat. And this nigga treating us like shit for lack of better words, man. You brothers got it.
Yeah, again, it's in Job 30 and verse 1, but now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock.
Whose fathers I would have hated to even lay down with the dogs of my flock. So these are sheepdogs. These dogs don't come inside the house. They stink, they smell bad. Like these are funky ass dogs. Like if any brother been on the farm and jumping around like a real, like a German Shepherd, a Newfoundland or whatever that be on the farm, them hoes stink, man. I mean, they real deal stink, man. Joe was saying, I don't even want, this guy has me in derision. I wouldn't even want this nigga to lay down with my dogs. And this is the guy that has me in derision. This is the same guy that would sleep with a dog. I don't want him to even lay down with my stinking dog. He'll do something wicked to them. But this is the guy that got me in derision. This is the guy that got you questioning Yahweh Shah. This is the guy that got you with low self-esteem. This is the guy that got you feeling like the black woman is God.
Hey, if I may add, that's why even it makes so much sense. The Lord said, who shall be ashamed of me in this adulterous and wicked generation? We battling these motherfuckers. These niggas don't have integrity or even a type of standard, man. So you shouldn't have no low self-esteem or low confidence when it comes to motherfuckers in the world, man. Because if you compare your way, Jake go off and shit, But if you compare the shit that you do to Esau, you a saint.
Yeah.
That's why even in Ephesians, the 5th chapter, it says this is a shame it's a shame to talk about the things that this nigga do in the dark, man. But y'all brothers got it.
So like I said real quick, the scripture says that Jay was the form of all things. Basically, we raised this nigga to be etiquette. That black age, you know what I'm saying? In which they learn how to bathe and all that shit from us. Them niggas in the cave, man. Like where y'all going into, man. These were real cavemen. It was eating out of skulls and all this shit.
Yeah.
Infected with diseases. This is the man that's ruling over, but that proves the power of the Lord. Put this man above us, man. Y'all got it.
Yeah, bro, we gotta finish it on. You got something?
You had something?
Brother, what's up, brother?
Just backing up when he was in Isaiah 60 chapter.
Kingdom.
This is Isaiah 2 and verse 2. It says, and it shall come to pass in the last days that the mount of the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountains.
And they say it's gonna be a point when the house of Yasharada is gonna be on top of the people in the world, man. And it's gonna trickle down. Whatever's on top is gonna trickle down to the bottom. So our kingdom is gonna be exalted in righteousness. You got it, bro.
It says, "And shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it."
Yeah, all these other heathens, all these other nations, they're going to actually flow into us. Why? Because they're going to see the benefits of serving the Lord, man. That's what it's going to be. The kingdom of heaven is going to be shown of the benefit of being the children of Yasharala, man. Even when you go back into the land of Samaria, people was getting put to death, man. Until the Lord sent a priest there to teach them how to keep the laws, and the lion stopped killing them, man. It's going to be the same thing in the kingdom. Bad things going to happen to these other nations, and they're going to be forced to come unto us to, being safe.
It ain't like we're gonna force them. It ain't like we're gonna put out a decree. You have to come. No, they're gonna be bound to, because they're gonna see the excellency of our nation. Because really, the nation of Israel is a self-sufficient, self-reliant nation. We don't need the heathens at all. Bro.
The heathens need us.
They need us.
That's why every rulership that was exhausted, they had the nation of Israel in slavery, bro. You know what I'm saying? Going back into the Medes and the Persians, all the way down to the Romans, man. But y'all brothers got it.
Yeah, hey, it's like that's why the earnest expectation of the creatures is waiting for the manifestation
Beautiful,
of the
bro.
sons of the Most High.
Heavy, man.
Yeah, continue on though. It says, and many people shall go and say, come ye, let us go up to the mount of the Lord, to the house of the power of Jacob.
Yeah, let's go to Yahweh Shimon Havashai. The power of Yasharala.
That's a powerful day, because don't nobody flow into us shit, man. Hey, what did they tell LeBron? Shut up and dribble, nigga.
Yeah.
He got more money. He could buy her like 20 times over, and she still saying, "Shut up and dribble, nigga." You see, they ain't gonna be that in the kingdom, man. You only gonna speak well of us.
See, it says, and he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in the paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law.
Hey, that's how you know that it's going to be a certain way to walk in that day, man. Because in this day, you can walk many ways. They're wide and broad path of destruction. In that day, man, it's only going to be one path of righteousness. If you don't follow that way, then the rod of iron going to come out, man.
Then it's gonna cost you.
Then we're going to have to force it. You know what I'm saying? You got it. Beat you in subjection, man.
Beat you.
You know?
It's gonna cost you.
Yeah, it says, and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem, and he shall judge among the nations, and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares and their puny hooks into spears.
Yes, because even Esau, he's good with the weapon, but the Lord is going to let him use that weapon to be a damn slave. Man.
Now, Esau gonna be destroyed because he ain't no more sense in war.
Yeah.
That tells you right there. That's the end of Edom right there.
Beautiful, bro.
He turning fucking war instruments into fucking tools of gardening and shit. You know what I mean?
Because this nigga, he could turn a grocery cart into a part of a muscle, man. But now that grocery cart is gonna be a damn show.
You see that? Him being that man of the field, you use spears. You use those violent things. But when you at home, within a plane, man, hey man, I just need a rig, I need a shovel, I need these things.
They give him a hoe.
Yeah, like he cool, you feel me?
Yeah.
See, Esau can't, there's no place for Esau in the kingdom, man.
It's gonna be like how he had us on plantation. It's gonna be the same shit. Let's go ahead and finish this up. We're gonna close up.
It says, and their spears into puny hooks, nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore.
Yeah.
It says, O house of Jacob, come ye, let us walk in the light of the Lord.
Let us walk ye in the light of the Lord, and that's the path that we're walking on right now, man. But it's gonna get to a point we talk about, we see it, we hear about it, then we're gonna see it, we're gonna physically go through it, man. So yeah, I can pray that this video was edifying. We give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Shem, Yahweh Shai by Shem Kakudash. We give double honor to our apostle, elders, great millstone, and Shalom. Shalom.
Hey.
So,
Man.
Yeah,
Tuning in.
look over here.